You buy a brand new book. The pages are bright, clean, and almost blindingly white. A few years later, those same pages look yellow, old, and like they've been storing historical secrets in an attic. So what happened? Did the paper age? Did sunlight attack it? Or is chemistry quietly plotting against every bookshelf on Earth? I'm Professor Everything, and today we'll be answering the question, why do books yellow over time? Right here on Explaining Everything. To understand why books turn yellow, we first need to understand what paper actually is. Paper is mostly made from wood pulp, and wood comes from trees. Trees are built from several natural compounds, but the most important one for paper is cellulose. Cellulose consists of long, strong chains of molecules that help give plants their structure. It's naturally light-colored and relatively stable. If paper were made entirely from pure cellulose, books could remain white for a very long time. The problem is that trees contain another substance called lignin. Lignin acts like nature's glue. It helps hold plant fibers together and keeps trees standing upright instead of collapsing into giant piles of botanical spaghetti. Removing lignin completely during paper production is expensive. As a result, many books, especially inexpensive paperbacks, still contain some lignin after manufacturing. And that is where the trouble begins. Because lignin absolutely loves participating in chemical reactions. It's basically the neighborhood gossip of the molecular world. Leave it alone long enough, and it's going to start something. Once a book is printed, the pages begin a very slow battle against the environment. One of the biggest enemies is oxygen. Over time, oxygen molecules react with lignin and other compounds inside the paper. This process is called oxidation. It's similar to what happens when a sliced apple turns brown after being left out. The chemistry is different, but the basic idea is the same. Oxygen reacts with molecules, changing their structure. As lignin oxidizes, it forms new chemical compounds called chromophores. Chromophores absorb certain wavelengths of light while reflecting others. Many of these compounds reflect yellow and brown wavelengths more strongly. As more chromophores form, the paper gradually shifts from white to yellow. In other words, the paper isn't getting covered in yellow material. The molecules themselves are changing how they interact with light. This is a surprisingly dramatic career change for a sheet of paper that was originally planning to do absolutely nothing. If oxygen is the first villain, sunlight is the villain's overenthusiastic assistant. Sunlight contains ultraviolet radiation, commonly called UV light. UV light carries enough energy to break chemical bonds inside paper. When those bonds break, new chemical reactions become possible. This speeds up the formation of additional chromophores. As a result, pages exposed to sunlight often yellow much faster than pages stored in dark conditions. This is why old books displayed near windows frequently age more rapidly than books tucked safely inside shelves. The effect isn't limited to books either. Newspapers are famous for yellowing quickly because they're usually made from lower-cost paper containing significant amounts of lignin. Ever notice how yesterday's newspaper can look decades older than it actually is? That's because newspaper paper is basically participating in a chemistry speedrun. The combination of lignin, oxygen, and sunlight creates the perfect recipe for rapid discoloration. The paper never stood a chance. Yellowing isn't the only thing happening. Many papers also become more acidic over time. Historically, paper manufacturing often introduced acidic compounds during production. Even when the paper starts out relatively stable, environmental pollutants and chemical reactions can generate additional acids over the years. These acids slowly attack the cellulose fibers themselves. The long molecular chains begin breaking into shorter pieces. As this happens, paper becomes weaker, more brittle, and easier to tear. That's why very old books sometimes have pages that feel fragile or crack when handled. Libraries and archives work hard to slow this process. Many modern books are printed on acid-free paper specifically designed to resist chemical breakdown. These papers can survive much longer because they reduce the reactions responsible for both yellowing and deterioration. In other words, modern paper has learned from the mistakes of its ancestors, which is more than we can say for some humans. Fun fact: one of the oldest surviving printed books, the Gutenberg Bible, is over 500 years old, and many copies remain in remarkably good condition thanks to high-quality materials and careful preservation. Apparently, books can age gracefully when chemistry isn't constantly causing problems. So why do books yellow over time? Because oxygen, sunlight, lignin, and acidic reactions gradually alter the chemistry of the paper. The pages aren't simply getting dirty. They're undergoing a slow molecular transformation that changes how they reflect light. So the next time you open an old, yellowed book, remember, you're not just looking at paper. You're looking at chemistry that's been working overtime for years. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe. Also, if you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for tuning in, and join us next time here in the channel that answers all the why, what, who, where, and how questions you've always wondered about, here on Explaining Everything.